Think I'm in love with you?
I'm in love with you.
I wanted you and I cried for you and I hated you.
It was one kiss and it meant absolutely nothing.
I don't deserve this. I really do not deserve this.
Don't you take the easy way out.
What easy way?
Do you want to be married to me?
We can be together forever.
I don't want to do anything forever. I want to take this one day at a time.
My name is Mars. I use they, them pronouns, and Kelvin and I have been together for a little over 2 years. He messaged me on OkCupid. We had talked on OkCupid, but I didn't realize it. And I was at a party and I saw him and I was like, oh, you're cute. And then the next day I found out he was in my class and I'm like, oh. And then I ran into him at another party, so, like, eventually I got really sick, and we had an exam the next day, and he, like, brought me soup and stuff, and was like, we should study, and we did, and, like, I think that's kind of, like, when we started dating. When we started dating, we agreed that this was definitely a relationship that we wanted to be open. There's no point in, like, tolerating stuff if you can improve it. Kind of remember why Kelvin wanted to have an open relationship. I think it was just because he still wanted to explore what was around him, and, like, being in a relationship sometimes often closes people off from meeting other people. I know I personally wanted an open relationship just because I've had negative experiences in my other relationships, and I just was tired of it. And was like, let's try this, because I kept being cheated on. So instead of being cheated on, it'd be better for my partner to just communicate, hey, I want to do this with this person, and I just let him know how I feel about it, rather than he has to sneak around behind my back, and then I end up getting really hurt. And there's no point in that. It definitely took a while. I'm a very jealous person. I was more jealous when we started dating. Yeah, okay, we'll just go with jealous. I was a lot more jealous when we started dating, mostly because I wasn't as and share experiences with them. While for me it was kind of like, I don't know, like, I don't want to do anything that would hurt my partner. I don't want to, like, do anything that would jeopardize anything. So for a while I was really anxious about it, and also for a while I was, like, really upset and didn't know how to deal with my feelings, just because it was like, well, he wants to spend time with this person, what about myself? Even though I know he was spending time with that person in a non-romantic way. I used to be really, like, reactionary, but now I think I've gotten better about, like, writing it down, bring it up when we are both, like, able to talk about it, and then I just tell him, hey, I don't feel comfortable with this, can you do it less frequently, or maybe change something. I've also, like, developed a lot since we started dating, where I was a lot more jealous. Now I'm a lot less jealous. Still get jealous, but it's not as upsetting. It's more like instead of like So I've recently allowed myself to finally start, like, seeing other people or sleeping with other people, because I'm like, oh wait, this is what it's like for him. I'm in the same position that he was in or is in. I get it. It's not that serious, or it's like, it's just fun. It's not like I'm trying to date someone else, or I'm trying to, like, go behind his back or anything. It's very clear we set the boundaries and we're on the same page. During our time being together, we would like encounter, like, new things that, like, made us have to look over the boundaries we set and to change them. I mean, and most of the time it's stuff like, hey, I feel uncomfortable with this. Can we, like, try to adjust things so that we can both be comfortable? I would never ask him to stop like communicating or talking or being friends with someone unless I knew that they were dangerous. Yeah, it's mostly just trying to make sure that both of us feel comfortable. Definitely open communication, and not like, hey, how's your day, even though it's very important. You can't be afraid of your partner, and you can't be afraid of how they're going to react. Like, if you need to tell them something, you need to tell them, even if it's hard. Because eventually things just, like, as you wait, things get worse. So I think it's really important. Also, I guess, understanding that, like, you can still be your own person and act as a unit, but you're not always in a unit. Like, you can be together all the time, but understand that you're still two individuals and you don't have to like the same exact stuff. You know, a lot of times I'll be like, okay, I'll watch this if you watch that at another time. Just compromising, and it's not like a big compromise, but it's just being able to share each other's time doing things that we both like, or doing things in exchange for each other. Yeah. Thanks. I really hope that the one doesn't exist. It really limits you. It doesn't allow you to explore other people in the same way. I often know, like, people stop socializing after they enter relationships, and it's like, that's really limiting yourself. You're really closing yourself off from experiencing lots of people and creating relationships and friendships and whatever else. It's a nice idea. I don't know if it always happens though. So